run yourselves in trouble and have to go before the court and support children. I'm not saying that. But I believe that we are producing at the rate of 1.65 children. The rate for natural reproduction even is 2. So we're 0.35 below that natural rate of reproduction. And that spells danger for the society as it unfolds over the next 50 years, over the next 30 years, in fact.
Well, it's all about creating a new image for one of the island's leading tertiary institutions, and the principal of the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic believes changing the name might do the trick. Hector Bell says he would like the institution renamed the Samuel Jackman Prescott Technical and Vocational College.
The Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic has always been noted for its dynamism in the development of curriculum in response to the need of industry. This juncture of our history now requires a reassessment of our very ever-changing environment with a view of how best can we contribute more effectively and efficiently to the desired social change. Our curriculum has enabled many students to realize and succeed as tradesmen, but there's a greater need to shift the focus on building a just and civil society.
Mr. Bell was speaking during the ceremony for the handing over of the commemorative broken trident this morning. In his address, Education Minister Ronald Jones told those in attendance that he doesn't believe enough respect is given to the Polytechnic.
Wherever you go in this country and in other places where Barbadians are to be found, somebody that you encounter along your own journey had some kind of experience with the with the Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic. So it has made its contribution. It has supported, as I said, the development of Barbados. You can see the handprint and the footprint and the mind print across the landscape of Barbados.
A $35,000 donation from the Chinese embassy in Barbados now means that more families in need can find temporary accommodation. The money, according to Social Care Minister Steve Blackett, will be used to refurbish Lancaster House. Lancaster House is used by elderly people or families who lose their homes in emergencies like fire or flooding. Mr. Blackett accepted the check from China's ambassador to Barbados, Wang Ke, this morning. He says the property can house 3 families, but because it needs upgrades, only one can be helped at a time.
As a ministry which promotes the well-being of persons, the provision of accommodation has to be balanced with the obligation to create an environment where clients are provided with an acceptable standard of living. Today's presentation is therefore timely, as it will allow for the structural work here to be advanced. This donation and the outcome which will be achieved demonstrate how our services can be developed through our collective efforts and resources and the establishment of partnerships between organizations and external donors like our friends from the Republic of China.
And Ambassador Wang Ke says the Lancaster House project is one of several the Chinese are involved in on the island. They include the ongoing refurbishment of the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, which will host Carry Festa 2017 once completed.
Today, this comes true with a donation of 35,000 Barbadian dollars from the embassy. The refurbishment project of the Lancaster House can be fully financed.
Minister of Industry, International Business, Commerce and Small Business Development Donville Innes says the Barbados Institute of Management and Productivity, that's BIMAP, is vital to increasing the level of goods and services the island exports. Speaking during a tour of the Wildy facility this morning, the minister lauded the availability of specialized training offered in over 15 courses.
We need to have organizations in Barbados, have external entities like BIMAP take a look at where they're at in the matrix and determine how they themselves as organizations can help develop an export-oriented culture, and then what level of training is necessary that you not only are able to re-engineer your organization towards being more export-oriented, but you certainly have the skill set in-house to make it happen.
During his presentation, Minister Innes hinted at an upcoming special fund designed to support entrepreneurship innovation.
The view is that too many of our tertiary level students in particular are being taught to get a job, but they're not being challenged to create enterprises. And through the BIDC, we will shortly be launching a project to engage with these young minds in particular as they go through our tertiary institutions, to be able to direct them towards more research and development, more creativity and innovation, so that when you leave, if we get only 5% of them looking to engage in enterprise and being entrepreneurs, I think we will achieve a bit.
A Christchurch man is on the police wanted list. He is Cadadrian McNeil Mears, alias Mackie or Gallus, 30 years, of number 4 Unity Lane or number 4 Hillside, Gall Hill. Lawmen are seeking the assistance of the public in locating Mears, who is wanted in connection with a serious criminal matter. He is about 5 feet 8 inches tall, of slim build and a black complexion. He has a tattoo of the Psalm 142 inscribed on his inner right arm and the word Dan on his left hand. Now, any person who may know the whereabouts of Cadadrian McNeil Mears is asked to contact the Oystons Police Station at 418-2612, the police emergency at 211, or the nearest police station, in addition to Crime Stoppers at 1-800-TIPS, that's 1-800-8477. Well, stay with us. We'll have more news just after the break.
Don't let your data experience slow you down. Step up to Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network, more than twice as fast as the slow network. Get more with Digicel. Digicel, the fastest 4G network in Barbados. Dial *153 to sign up to Digicel today.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
I had some problems with my solar water heater. The collectors was leaking. I called the original agency and said, well, they can't do anything about it because the system is bad and they will have to install a new system. I didn't hear back from them. Then I called Sun Power. For me, I went to Monday, paid some money, and by Thursday it was on.
Yes, your Sun Power.
The Caribbean Examinations Council has reported a decline in overall performance in the May-June 2016 Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate or CSEC examinations. The Barbados-based CXC says only 66% of candidates achieved acceptable scores of grades 1 to 3. This reflects a 2 percentage point decrease in comparison to last year, when 68% of candidates achieved similar grades. While performance improved in 14 subject areas, CXC reported a decline in 17 subjects and constant grades in 4. Among the subjects which performed at 90% or better this year are physical education and sport, with 98% of entries achieving acceptable grades. Theatre arts also featured on the list with 95%. Agricultural science had a 92% pass rate. Electronic document preparation and management recorded 91%, and principles of business had a 90% pass rate. Well, kudos to the Community Development Department for its hands-on involvement in Barbadian communities over its 45 years of existence. Minister of Social Care Steve Blackett, under whose portfolio that entity falls, says the department has created a number of programs which have worked very well.
Such programs include the Community Dance Festival, the Community Impact Program, HIV and AIDS educational committees, and the Community Technology Program. In addition to celebrating 45 years of service to communities, the Community Development Department is also celebrating 15 years of providing free information technology courses to Barbadians.
Meantime, Acting Chief Community Development Officer Patricia Hackett-Codrington says that department continues to play a part in transforming the physical, social and economic landscape of Barbados. She singled out the IT for Teens program as one such initiative that has worked.
Over the years of its existence, the activity has attracted several hundred young people, and today another 300 or so will graduate from this program. Even though some persons will receive special or top prizes, all of the graduates are winners and will leave this activity with a token of our appreciation for their participation and hard work.
20 unsung Josephines were honored for their contribution to the development of the parish of St. Joseph over the years. They were recognized during a ceremony hosted by the St. Joseph Parish Independence Committee at the Naniki restaurant. It was themed Celebrate the Stars. Chairperson Angela Hamilton says the awardees were selected for their work in 6 key areas:
art, agriculture, community work, sports, religion, education. And we would have chosen these categories because these are the categories that people would have worked at or worked in or worked for or seriously. And these are the categories that would have made St. Joseph what St. Joseph is today. As we chose these categories, we felt that all 6 of them would make the vision for this program complete.
And the St. Joseph Parish project is dubbed Pride Industry People, St. Joseph, a Come From. Well, stay with us. We'll take a look at stories from across the region when we return.
Play the new hot ticket, Super Sizzling Sevens, and you could be swimming in cash with a top prize of $100.